Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Unified Wrestling Oklahoma's own Carnival event. It is September 10th on a lovely Saturday afternoon as we have the savior of suffering MALACHI and MANIAC Mike, the AIWF World Tag Team Champions, making their way down to the ring. I am the Velvet Voice, the one, the only Walker Stewart, here live in Oklahoma City. And by my side, none other than Diamond Jim, James Southern. James, how are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. The sun is out. The UWO fans are here. We are having a carnival. We're having a good time, aren't we, Walker?
We are having a fantastic time. I was wanting to put you in the dunk take, but, you know, they told me that was going to be off limits. I thought I'd respect you on account that we are doing commentary here tonight. We are here for this fantastic show. We have Double T, Timothy Carter in the middle of the ring, and we are going to be hearing from Maniac Mike, it seems.
UWF Tag Team Champions of the world, and yet there is no one here that's going to face us tonight. What? Yes, who will be facing us tonight? We have nobody. Malachi Disney team. Come on, anybody out there in the back? Come on and challenge us for these belts.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first, and look who we have making the way down to ringside tonight.
MLP, we haven't seen him in a good minute. He's making his way down with an old friend of his, the urban legend, Drake Gallows. Do you know what this team's called, Walker?
Well, I think I have a very good idea, James. Team Boner's here.
Team Boner, former All-Star Pro Tag Team Champions, trying to win those AIWF World Tag Team Championships tonight from the Psychotic Messengers.
You know, and not to mention Drake Gallows is a former AIWF World Tag Team Champion, actually tagging alongside Muerte Silencioso whenever he ended up losing those titles to the aforementioned Psychotic Messengers back at a previous Empire Pro Wrestling event, James.
And what a match that was. Now Timothy Carter introducing our competitors and our referee in charge after the bell, Crazy Charlie, showing off the gold.
Crazy Charlie is going to be officiating this contest, and Drake Gallows looks set to start this one off against the Savior of Suffering.
One man in, one man out, says Crazy Charlie. Looks like MLP's going to be starting off for Team Boner here.
Well, there we go. MLP, former EPW International Champion, multiple-time champion throughout MSWA and All-Star Pro and a multitude of other professional wrestling organizations. You may have seen MLP in Wrestling for a Cause. You may have seen MLP in UWE, and now we're seeing MLP with a 1-21 record, might I say, in UWO. That 1-21 record, it does not bode well for the team of Drake Gallows and MLP tonight, James.
Without a doubt, Drake Gallows, the competitor with more experience on the winning end of things here, but MLP starting things off there with MALACHI. You saw MALACHI there protesting with our referee, Crazy Charlie, attempting to check Charlie there for foreign objects.
You know, if I'm being honest here, James, I don't think that MALACHI or Maniac Mike, as eccentric as these individuals are, I don't think they really know what to make of these antics from MLP. I mean, I know you and I always love seeing MLP shucking and jiving his way down to ringside, but I don't think MALACHI and Maniac Mike hold that same tune, if you will.
MALACHI wanting no part of that test of strength there. MLP trying to make him get a little groovy tonight.
I'm trying to get groovy tonight, if you know what I'm saying. The Savior of Suffering, on the other hand, potentially not.
MALACHI having no part of that there. Now coming at MLP with a big line, missing it though.
And missing the clothesline, waistlock applied here from MLP. MLP trying to maintain control on MALACHI. Big chop to the chest and a tag. Drake Gallows, the urban legend, is in this one. Chop right across the chest, knife edge style, baby. Snapmare out of the corner from Drake Gallows. Malachi looking worse for wear, but we're still early on in this contest, James. Anything can happen here tonight. A cartwheel from Drake Gallows into the drop kick. Look at the athleticism, James Southern.
Great athleticism there from Drake Gallows, putting the feet to the face of Malachi. Of course, we mentioned earlier, Drake Gallows, the most experienced competitor in this contest.
Absolutely, and we've seen Drake Gallows very recently competing here at UWO, picking up a multitude of victories along the way, recently in a tables match against none other than Umbra at one of our last UWO Parade of Champions events. Ladies and gentlemen, you never know what to expect, whether it be a tables match or an impromptu World Tag Team Championship match. UWO always bringing some of the greatest competition to you.
Hey, referee Crazy Charlie should have been watching there. Malachi had his foot on the ropes during that submission, and he missed it there. He should have broken that up for Malachi.
Well, I mean, referee Crazy Charlie, he's doing the best that he can, James.
He's obviously doing the best he can. He's got his Yeezys on.
How dare you insult referee Crazy Charlie? I thought you were a man of the people, James. What is wrong with you? Who's gotten into you today? This is a carnival. It's a time of cheer.
I'm just saying, we're having a good time, but, you know, the rules still have to be followed.
Okay. Maniac Mike with a snapmare out of the corner now, trying to... Oh, a kick to the square of the back from MLP.
Rattling the bones there of MLP.
MLP now on the defensive end here. Maniac Mike lifting him up. Vertical suplex. Transitioning right into the cover, hooking the outer leg. Only a 2 count, says referee Crazy Charlie. Maniac Mike does not look happy about that result there, James.
He was disputing that decision there with Crazy Charlie. Now bringing MLP back up. What's he got in mind here?
Right into the turnbuckle.
Introducing him to the steel there in his corner.
Oh, chopped right across the chest. Referee Crazy Charlie trying to break these two up, but I mean, this action might be getting a little too heavy for Crazy Charlie to handle there, James.
He was trying to warn Maniac Mike there to get him out of the corner. MLP doing just that.
Off the ropes. Oh, sliding clothesline, trying to hold on into the knife pin. Only a 2 count.
Beautiful jackknife pin there by MLP.
Yeah, I was not expecting that out of MLP. So that's the thing with MLP. He's always pulling out surprises, including this Boston Crab applied dead center of the ring. Maniac Mike has absolutely nowhere to go here, James.
Maniac Mike now trying to stretch and make that tag to his partner, Malachi. Or get the rope. Either one would save him in a situation like this.
And Malachi just a complete disregarding of the rules, James. You talked about those rules earlier. What's gotten into Malachi here?
Well, he was taking matters into his own hands and ensuring his team stays alive in this one.
I mean, Malachi and Maniac Mike, not only are they current AIWF World Tag Team Champions, they're also currently your Empire Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions in that neck of the woods. As Malachi makes the tag here, Drake Gallows is in as well. Clothesline from Gallows, clothesline from Gallows again. Drake Gallows is going crazy here tonight, folks.
Everybody getting a clothesline there, making the tag to MLP. What do they got in mind here?
Oh, scoop slam. And MLP on the top rope. Assisted.
Rocket launcher.
Wow. And a 3 count. That's it. This match is over. We have new AIWF World Tag Team Champions here tonight to start off UWO's own Carnival.
How about that, folks? Team Boner reforming and picking up the win. Your new AIWF Tag Team Champions.
Wow. New AIWF World Tag Team Champions crowned tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, KAREEM SADAT now making his way into the ring. Your EPW All-American Champion. He is the Oklahoma Hardcore Legend. And ladies and gentlemen, I have it on good authority tonight that KAREEM SADAT has a hell of an opponent for that EPW All-American Championship tonight.
His opponent is larger than life, Walker. He is in for a treat tonight. You know, Kareem Sadat usually comes out with the upper hand. We'll have to see in this one.
Absolutely. As look who we have here. The hardcore beaked warrior. He is Lil Pecker.
Making his way to us from the Pecker's nest via the chicken coop tonight. Look at Lil Pecker. These people love him, and he loves the people.
I got to ask you, what do you think of a professional wrestler's ability to compete in a match, especially one who listens to the Zach Brown band, James? I mean, this man is making an entrance to Chicken Fried tonight. I didn't even know that we could do that.
You see, a person like that is the kind of person you have to fear the most, right? They seem cool, calm, and relaxed on the outside. They like their chicken fried. They like their cold beer on a Friday night. But when time comes at the UWO Carnival, Lil Pecker is gonna get it on and bring it to Kareem Sadat 100%. You better believe that.
Well, I do believe that, as here we go. Lil Pecker starting off here tonight. Lil Pecker is 1-1 in UWO competition. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes from here. Kareem Sadat trying to start off with a Greco-Roman knuckle lock of sorts.
Bit of a test of strength here, but
yeah, I think that
you must be the stall to ride this ride.
Lil Pecker thought that ride broke down years ago, but nevertheless. Oh, chopping him down to size.
A stomp to the toes will always bring you down to size.
And now, test of strength. A bit more on Lil Pecker's home field, if you will, James. Kareem Sadat looks like he's having a great time in there. But no.
Being brought down now, Lil Pecker powering him down.
Oh, and a stomp on both hands. You know, I think that Kareem Sadat came into this match. He was taking it lightly. He didn't know what to expect from Lil Pecker. But Lil Pecker has just brought Kareem Sadat down to a lateral position here, James.
Everybody is the same size on the mat, and that is Lil Pecker's strategy tonight. Keep Kareem Sadat down, and he might have a good shot of winning it.
Absolutely. What are we seeing here, James?
Looks like he's trying to stretch out that shoulder, possibly the AC joint of Kareem Sadat. Windy day here at the UWO Carnival. Our fabulous crew making sure our cameras are not taking flight here.
Absolutely.
We'll be back to the action here in just a few moments, folks. Our apologies. Coming back to the action now, Lil Pecker with 2 pizza sheets there, 2 baking sheets to the side of the head. You see those sheets just denting across Kareem Sadat's head. Kareem trying to get rid of any other weapons nearby him there.
Absolutely. I mean, we call both these individuals hardcore warriors. Extreme Midget Wrestling Zone. Lil Pecker has just been taken out by that trash can lid from Kareem Sadat.
Lil Pecker is noted to take it to the extreme. Of course, Kareem Sadat, the Oklahoma hardcore icon.
James.
Oh no!
Not to the Lil Pecker.
Not to the Pecker.
Oh my God!
Lil Pecker has got to be in so much pain right now.
I am choking up just watching this, James. This is insane. What is Kareem Sadat looking for here? Lifted him up. Is he looking for that stump puller? No! Oh, and the back body drop from Lil Pecker. Pecker is on top, baby.
He's like an ant. He can lift dozens more times his weight. You see him taking Kareem Sadat over there with the back body drop, now an arm drag.
Lil Pecker, he's building up the steam here. A house of fire is Lil Pecker. Ooh, straight jab. Oh, right over the skull to our All-American champion.
Bending that trash can lid at will is Lil Pecker. Taking that golf club, getting some revenge of his own there, working over the knee.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Kareem Sadat, a professional wrestler with a lot of years of experience, and that means a lot of wear and tear on those knees. Those are just the facts there, James. A unique submission attempt here, utilizing that golf club in this lock here. Kareem SADAT has nowhere to go.
The Pecker lock is locked in here. You see Kareem SADAT grabbing a hold of Pecker's mask there.
Those are feathers there, James. And those feathers are not going anywhere. Not if Lil Pecker has anything to say about it, at least. Ooh. Strikes on strikes between these two competitors. James, I have to ask you, who are you favoring in a contest like this?
Well, normally you'd give the advantage to Kareem SADAT, but you look right now and Lil Pecker has the height advantage. And something you don't usually say in a Lil Pecker match, and
Not
I think
often.
that was what allowed him to hit that big drop kick there and bring SADAT down.
Absolutely.
Now he's going for a trash can here, Walker.
Yeah, Lil Pecker has that trash can. That garbage can is being introduced, put into play in this contest. Wow. What a shot to the side of the skull of Kareem SADAT. We're going to have to keep that garbage can around here to pick up the remains of this man. Only a 2 count, says referee Brent Wall.
Senior official, Brent Wall. Oh, big shot there to Lil Pecker from Kareem SADAT. SADAT is angry now after taking that trash can to the side of the head, and rightfully so. Oh, he's got Pecker in the can.
Wait, what is he doing here?
It is hot dog time. Each of these plates have 5 hot dogs.
It's hot dog.
If you finish the 5, you receive a second plate. As you can see, there are only 4 remaining. That means 2 people will be kicked out when we make it to the second round. Whoever can complete 10 hot dogs first will be the winner. You cannot grab your second plate until your first plate is gone. Everybody has a water. Everybody knows the rules. Are you ready to kick this show on the road?
Then you can have a second one. That's how this works. First person to 10 wins the trophy. Fun and all, right? Fun and all.
You have to clean your plate. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Let's go, boys. Eat.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this Lil Pecker Kareem SADAT match to bring you our very first, the inaugural UWO hot dog eating competition. James, how are you feeling about this?
It's hot dog time, and there's more than handshakes being handed out in this one. My question, though, Walker, why has it got to be a shirtless hot dog eating contest?
Well, you know, it makes them more aerodynamic within all of their methods. I mean, you see our lovely cast of competitors here, including referee Brent Wall, who moments ago was just reffing a competition here.
Tim Carter interfering in Red James's eating. That should be an automatic disqualification for Timothy Carter. He attempted to move the water that Red James is using. As you can see, this man must have some experience in competitive eating.
Yeah, I mean, something tells me that referee Crazy Charlie just did not see that one. But you see our lovely cast of characters here. Referee Brent Wall, who was just moments ago refereeing a contest. We have 2 incredible UWO fans that are also competing in this. Not only to mention retired professional wrestler Bud Barnes, Double T Timothy Carter, and the foreman Red James, who just a week or so ago stomped Drake Gallows' ankle into complete smithereens, absolutely Pillmanized the man. I do not know who let this man into the ring tonight, but let's talk about Red James here. Red James is doing a phenomenal job. You see that method of dipping the hot dogs in water, making them a little bit more soggy, leading them going down faster. James, what are your thoughts?
A tremendous strategy. As I said, Red James must have some previous competitive eating experience. I mean, this man is a professional in there. Just as expertly as he committed his attack on Drake Gallows about a week ago, he just as expertly demolished that plate of hot dogs.
Wow, that is 5 hot dogs down. Red James and one of our fantastic fans have now started on their second plate. Ladies and gentlemen, you must finish a full 2 plates. That is 10 combined hot dogs first to be the winner of this competition.
And these 2 are neck and neck. Look at this fan. I mean, he's trying to choke him down.
Yeah, I think Brent Wall might be struggling a little bit here tonight.
Well, give him credit. He's been out here in the heat and the sun, refereeing contests.
This is just a normal Saturday night for Timothy Carter. I don't really know what to tell you there. Bud Barnes is doing a phenomenal job.
Good to see Bud Barnes back.
If there's anything I see right now, it's Ricky Wingrave is incredibly jealous. That man has been itching for a hot dog all night, and all he's doing is watching these grown shirtless men eat hot dogs in the middle of his professional wrestling ring. He's a co-owner of this company, James.
This might be the first hot dog eating contest held in a pro wrestling ring, but I'm sure it's not Red James's first hot dog eating contest. It looks like he's down to, is that 2? Is that 3 hot dogs? 2.5 hot dogs?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but I'm just receiving word in my headset that the winner of this hot dog eating contest will be in competition tonight in our main event. These men are competing for a main event opportunity.
Hold on, Walker. One of our UWO fans might end up in the main event.
I cannot believe that.
You never know what will happen when you're at a UWO show. You might end up in a hot dog eating contest. You might end up in a hot dog eating contest and the main event.
Absolutely. This is why you need to subscribe right now. www.patreon.com/Unified Wrestling Oklahoma. I know Red James has pledged his money to the great cause, and Red James is doing a phenomenal job here.
He's two-fisting hot dogs there, Walker.
He's gobbling glizzies tonight, James.
The glizzy guzzling goblin himself, Red James. We've had our first tap out. Our fan there to the left of Red James, he is tapped out.
Somebody get that man a trash can. I mean, Double T Timothy Carter has just finished his first 5 hot dogs, but it is absolutely nothing compared to the competition sitting to his left in Red James.
Red James taking his time now. He knows this is his last dog. A little wiggle for the fans. A little wiggle, a little shimmy shake there of the hot dog.
This is literally hot dogging and grandstanding, James. I can't believe it.
Of the highest order here. It's starting to catch up to Red James, though. Is he going to be able to finish this last dog here?
You got to be able to keep the whole thing down. If you throw up, if there's any sort of exiting of the hot dog from your body, you are disqualified. But it looks like Red James, he's got it.
He's got the final chew going. Let's see if he can keep it down.
Oh, it looks like you got to clean the plate.
They say clean the plate. He says, I'll drink the hot dog water.
Oh, my God.
Hot dog water and all. Red James, your winner, the 2022 UWO Hot Dog Eating Champion, Red James.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to go on to compete in our main event tonight of the evening. Red James, the foreman, picks up a hell of a victory. Probably one of the biggest victories in his entire career, James.
Look at that trophy.
And he's loving every moment of this.
He's having one more for dessert. He says, thank you, Turnbuckle Tim. May I have another?
Just as a reminder, folks, you can get 2 darts. 3 darts for the price of 2. Speaking of darts, earlier we mentioned the UWO Women's Championship. Fitting, the next match is a women's contest. Are you ready?
You heard Turnbuckle Tim. It is time for a ladies match here, Walker.
This is going to be absolutely fantastic. The Rising Phoenix, Nova Phoenix, makes her way down to ringside. She does not look too interested in hot dogs, grandstanding, or handshakes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 2022 UWO Homecoming Queen, and she is always set and ready for singles action.
A second-generation professional wrestler from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the Rising Phoenix has put on a dominant performance so far this year. As you mentioned, the homecoming queen. She's got to be a favorite in this upcoming UWO Ladies Championship tournament.
Of course, and ladies and gentlemen, don't forget patreon.com/Unified Wrestling Oklahoma. Just be a part of the VIP tier. That is $5. Gets you entrance here to the UWO Ladies Championship crowning potluck event on October 8th, 4 p.m. at VFW Post 9265. One person who I'm sure will be in attendance there on that night from Salem, Massachusetts, all the way from Salem, Luna Nightshade is here, James.
You do not want to miss that event. You know Nova Phoenix will be there. You know Luna Nightshade will be there, and you want to be there. It's pro wrestling and potlucks, Walker. What more could you want?
Luna Nightshade has just placed her what is that, a fanny pack around the waist of Brad Carney, one of our camera operators.
He's a camera op. He's a fanny pack holder. He does it all.
Well, he's not gonna let that fanny pack slow him down here tonight. He's got a job to do. And speaking of jobs to do, both women are coming into this match with something on their mind. They're trying to rise the ranks in contendership for the UWO Ladies Championship. Now, we do not know who is going to be competing just yet for the UWO Ladies Championship, but stay tuned to our Facebook at facebook.com/Unified Wrestling Oklahoma to stay tuned for that announcement. Nova Phoenix now with a waist lock applied, transitioning out into a hammer lock here from Luna Nightshade. It's not often that we see technical moves being able to be performed on a competitor the likes of Nova Phoenix. I mean, she utilizes that power advantage to a fantastic degree there, James.
Of course, normally the more powerful, more skilled competitor, more experienced competitor in most cases. Of course, that is the case in this contest, but each time we see these two face off, we see Luna Nightshade get a little bit better, but she hasn't quite figured out what the key is to cracking the Rising Phoenix just yet.
Absolutely. That's the thing about Luna Nightshade. Even though we see her down right here under the weight of Nova Phoenix, that side headlock takedown. Oh, transitioning into the cover. No, the head scissors applied here. Nova Phoenix attempting to bridge out of that, but Luna Nightshade not going to allow that to happen. As I was saying, you know, even though we saw her on the losing edge of that maneuver there, Luna Nightshade is always getting better, and that's what it's about here at Unified Wrestling Oklahoma. Always stepping up your game. I mean, we might be looking at two future UWO Ladies Champions.
Without a doubt, these have got to be two of the strongest competitors going into that tournament. As we mentioned, that bracket will be announced very, very soon, and you don't want to miss it. VIP tier on Patreon. You'll hear us say it 1,000 times tonight, but you do not want to miss this one.
Absolutely not. Keep in mind, at the last UWO VIP potluck, we crowned none other than our very first UWO heavyweight champion, the Midwest Monster Blade. I mean, this is a historic night coming up on October 8th. You best believe that. Nova Phoenix wants to be a part of that night, and that is why she is doing everything she can to tear apart Luna Nightshade limb from limb. We talked about that power advantage. How do you think that suits her here tonight, James Southern?
You see right now Nova Phoenix just using her weight to hold down Luna Nightshade and grind those knuckles, and now just pounding the knee of Luna Nightshade, weakening her up, taking the foundation from under Luna Nightshade. Luna now going for the ropes. Luna now trying to get her way free of this hold there. A kick to the head does it.
Definitely does. Arm drag there. Luna Nightshade, can she do it for a second time? Yes, she does. Nova Phoenix goes down for that second arm drag. Luna Nightshade absolutely firing up here tonight. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Using her weight to force Nova Phoenix off balance and send her down to the mat. Now a couple of forearms there, just lighten her up.
Yeah, look at the ferocity on this feline. Luna Nightshade, she might be looking for it. Cat flip, baby. And Nova Phoenix into the opposite corner.
She did the roar, she did the flip. Luna Nightshade sending Nova Phoenix out of the corner. Nova having none of it though, with a foot to the face.
And at a certain point in this contest, James, it starts to feel as if Nova Phoenix is just playing with her meals, so to speak.
Sort of cat and mouse, pardon the pun there, Walker. As Nova Phoenix putting in the figure four now, doing more damage to that left knee of Luna Nightshade. Very masterful work here by Nova Phoenix.
You know, and I thought for a moment that Luna Nightshade was tapping out, but no, Luna Nightshade was not giving up. She was instead feeling the effects, but now speaking to those effects, no. reversing the pressure once more. It is all over the place here tonight, James.
Very smart there. Nova Phoenix felt Luna Nightshade starting to get that momentum advantage and turn her over there. Instead, Nova Phoenix rolled with it and used that momentum to carry Luna Nightshade over and apply that figure 4 again.
Very smart of Nova Phoenix. It's that veteran advantage we spoke of earlier.
Without a doubt, now Nova kicking the knee out from underneath Luna. What she got in mind here? Big boot to the side of the head there. Nova having some fun with these fans here, chanting for Luna Nightshade.
Yeah, attempting to humor the fans here tonight at the parking lot of the VFW Post 9265 in OKC.
Now cinching up on that headlock there, trying to squeeze the life out of Luna Nightshade. This might not be a move that'll put you away, but it'll zap the life out of you.
Oh, but you see that scratch to the eyes there?
A rake of the eyes there. The referee ignoring it apparently because it's a cat. Now scratching the back. Come on. There we go. Referee finally acknowledging the claw use here by Luna Nightshade.
Kick to the back there. Nova Phoenix seemed more frustrated than in pain from that kick. I mean, I think that's what we start to notice out of Nova Phoenix. Go for this cover here. Only a 2 count, says our referee.
Referee Candace Harding right there on the count. Luna now getting Nova back up to her feet.
Yeah, doing a fantastic job as always, referee Candace Harding, but now lifting her up. What should we be looking for here? Oh my God, what is this? It can't be. Oh my God.
Spiking. Spiking Luna Nightshade on her head is Nova Phoenix and picking up the win. See Luna there trying to move her arms around, regain that feeling.
Yeah, but to no avail. I mean, Luna Nightshade, another tick added in the loss column. But for tonight, Nova Phoenix is heading to the pay window, heading back to the DFW area, and she's going to be resting up until October 8th. Because you better be sure that whether Nova Phoenix is involved in that inaugural UWO Ladies Championship match or not, she is definitely going to be in the building that night.
Without a doubt, she's either going to be in that tournament or keeping her eyes on the winner. In fact, if she's not in that tournament, I don't want to be the winner.
Absolutely, James. Absolutely.
Nova Phoenix with a dominant performance here. Let's throw it back down to Turnbuckle Tim.
I love that guy.
Just to let you know, we still have a whole another show after this. I am proud to bring to you the main event of the UWO show here tonight. There's 2 shows. 2 shows, double feature. And the referee, Mr. Brent Wall. The first participant making his way from Pretty Water, Oklahoma, the foreman, Red Hot Dog James. Hot Dog James.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we heard the announcement, and there is the man of the hour, rudely interrupting probably one of my favorite matches I've witnessed here tonight in Lil Pecker versus KAREEM SADAT. Red James, he is the hot dog eating champion. He's saying it right now, James.
I was letting the man introduce himself there, Walker. The 2022 UWO Hot Dog Eating Champion, the foreman, Red James, the man making sure work gets done, and it gets done effectively here in UWO. Though I'm not sure I'd be wanting to climb into a wrestling ring after 10 hot dogs there, Walker.
No, absolutely not. And that's something you got to speak to the confidence, or is it the idiocy of Red James? I'm not really sure which one, but
it's the guts, Walker.
Is it the guts? I'm not. Well, you might be speaking to the guts soon. We're going to be seeing them laid all over the mat here tonight, eating 10 hot dogs, 10 and a half technically, thanks to our buddy Turnbuckle Tim. 10 and a half hot dogs down the gullet of Red James. The Glizzy Gobbler himself is in the building, or at least in the vicinity of the building. And he has taken the time to shove that trophy into the face of every single fan here at the Carnival tonight.
Being accompanied by none other than CM Burnham, this is GIGANTO!
Oh my gosh, James, I had no idea that from the Kiamachi Mountains that we would be seeing GIGANTO here tonight.
Giganto accompanied by CM Burnham. The monster is on the loose.
I mean, I have to imagine that CM Burnham has some sort of methodations to controlling that beast from the Kiamachi Mountains. But, I mean, let's be honest here. We knew that Red James was going to be entering our main event here tonight. It was an unannounced main event, impromptu, due to Red James winning that hot dog eating contest. No one knew he'd be competing against the man from the Kiamachi Mountains.
The Kiamichi Mountain Madman making his way to the ring. Red James, he might have taken on a bit, a bit more than he can chew, not only in that hot dog eating contest, but in this match.
For a lot of years, but you have eclipsed so much of what I... Hey, he is not an animal, he's a human being. You need to have a little respect. Because if you take a look at this man, you'll see a man who's a lot bigger than you, who's a lot more experienced than you, who damn sure is a lot prettier than you. I mean, I've never been to Pretty Water, but if the people there look like you, I feel very sorry for them. So, let me just make this really clear. You can stay here in the ring, and you can get your butt handed to you by Giganto, or maybe, and I take my suggestion here, maybe you should just go out of the ring, go back to doing what you apparently do best, because you got an award for it, and that's for shoving a bunch of wieners in your mouth.
Hey, let me see that microphone. Let me see that.
What's that? What is it like?
Fred, I left the microphone. Hi, and the UWO Carnival Hot Dog Eating Champion, you jealous losers. That man over there is another.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though Red James has been cut off here tonight by management. I can only imagine who that might have been in the back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the hot dog eating champion of UWO is standing to the challenge that has been laid out here tonight by CM Burnham. He's taking on Giganto. I'm very excited. You know, it's not often that you see a Giganto match. It's not often that you see this man leave the Kiamachi Mountains, but instead, here he is in Oklahoma City. We're in a VFW parking lot. This is probably going to be one of the greatest matches that we have ever witnessed.
I heard that Burnham spent about 3 days in the Kiamichi Mountains laying traps, trying to capture Giganto just to bring him to a UWO ring once again. That's why CM Burnham is a mastermind of pro wrestling. He will find these wild mountain men and bring them to a UWO ring.
Well, I just assumed that, you know, CM Burnham was looking for a mate, or Giganto was looking for a mate, or something like that. That's how that they stumbled upon each other. You know, I am not entirely certain the semantics on that one, but we're gonna let that be. See, how do you think Giganto feels about the mouth on Red James? We're talking about an individual where if there's one thing he loves to do other than gobbling glizzies, he loves to talk, James.
Indeed, Red James, he always has something on his mind, and he's more than willing to let you know. I'm not sure, though, if Giganto speaks English to understand what Red James is yelling about.
See, I want to know how CM Burnham even convinced Giganto to come all the way to Oklahoma City, if that's the case.
As I said, I believe there was some entrapment involved.
He was some very large traps.
He was stored in a cage for a couple of days, held from food to make him extra angry. make him extra violent.
Well, we're seeing that violence on full display here right now. Lifting up Red James right into the backbreaker.
Trying to release some of those hot dogs there.
And Red James, I mean, he's trying his hardest to keep it together here tonight. Keep in mind, he had to eat 10 and a half entire hot dogs to even have an opportunity to compete here tonight.
The man ate more than a pack of hot dogs, all right? I want you to understand that. He ate more than a package of hot dogs just to have this contest. And now he's having his chest lit up by this wild man from the Kiamichi Mountains.
Do you think that was a union-sanctioned lunch, James, or what are your thoughts on that?
I'm not sure if the union would approve. I'm sure the union of meat workers approved of it.
I wouldn't be surprised if the union or the commission disapproved of it, but nevertheless, Red James, he's doing everything he can to avoid Giganto. Now running out of the corner, making me eat my words just like those glizzies. Clothesline out the corner, clothesline once more.
Perhaps the smartest move Red James can do here, use his speed. He's not gonna overpower the big man.
I mean, and who can? I can't think of a single person on this roster that could take down Giganto the way that Red James has been attempting to. Giganto now has Red James where he wants him here. Kick right to the gut. And those hot dogs cannot be feeling good right now. Kick to the chest once more.
They're spinning, turning, and churning down there in the gut of Red James.
Now, usually when you see hot dogs turning, it's the sign of something pretty appetizing. Something good's gonna happen. Nothing good happens when Giganto's in the building.
The more he works on those ribs and stomach of Red James, the more I think we're about to get a Waffle House special here. Scattered, smothered, and chunked across the UWO ring. Giganto now, he's feeling it.
Did you say smothered? I don't know what Waffle Houses you've been going to. Red James now, oh, give me a break. A kick below the nether regions. What's on here?
Well, Red James taking advantage there of the fact that referee Brent Wall was obstructed. He's playing the game of human chess there, Walker.
Human chess from a man that I'm sure can't even spell the word checkers, but let alone. Red James introduced a chair into the ring.
Trying to even things up here against the big man. What he lacks in size, he's going to make up with for steel.
There's absolutely nothing even about, including, no! It's those, oh my gosh, it's those brass knuckles going for the pin in a 3 count. Those are the same brass knuckles that Ricky Wingrave gave to Red James at UWO Friday Night Fights. I cannot believe it. What a victory over the abominable Giganto.
Perhaps that was what Ricky Wingrave was doing out here at ringside. We saw him earlier at ringside during the hot dog eating competition. Perhaps the seeds were being planted for Red James here.
And CM Burnham has taken the brass knuckles to the referee. Like,
gotta prove that Red James was the one that used him, though.
yeah, I mean, if the referee didn't see it, he cannot call. He cannot make a decision on that action.
That's exactly right. You can't call what you don't see, and referees' decisions are final here in UWO. Burnham's got the trophy here. He's threatening to step on it. That's destruction of property, Walker.
Well, destruction of property. You think Red James cares?
He was very proud of that award. You heard him out here declaring himself the hot dog eating champion. He was proud of the award.
He definitely was proud of it. If there's one more thing that Red James needs, it's something else to gloat about. It's something else to run his mouth over.
We have a game of chicken going on here over the trophy.
Yeah, I've been to a Buffalo Wild Wings where I saw this exact same thing happen. I think Red James might have even been there. I don't even know.
Oh, you would have known if Red James was there.